out, Fred. Well, it's one of the oldest cemeteries in our area, established 10 years before the city of Birmingham was even founded.
Hard to believe in the 30s, our Memorial Day parade would go right through the cemetery, but today you could barely walk through that area without getting into some trouble there. Decades of neglect has caused the cemetery to be in danger. Fox 6 News reporter Christy Hutchings tonight live in the newsroom with more on how they're trying to clean that up. Christy?
Well, Jonathan, Rona, today I did walk through the cemetery, and like you said, it's hard to get through it. Headstones are overturned. Many of the headstones you can't even get to because
through the gates of the Fraternal Cemetery in Pratt City, an eerie feeling comes over you. It's clear what decades of neglect can do. Beautiful architecture can barely be seen anymore. Graves are impossible to get to because of the overgrowth. And in one instance we found a grave of a newborn that's about to be exposed.
Some of that ground is washed away.
Eddie Bratton is leading up an effort to clean up the cemetery, as well as the Greenwood Cemetery, which is no longer accessible. He's organized cleaning parties, but even with help, he says they've barely made a dent.
There's nobody that wants to help take control over the cemeteries and let their families come out here and visit. Because everybody wants to come see and visit their moms and their dads or their grandparents.
And in many cases, trace back their family history. Eddie found one of his relatives, James Gould, born in 1853. And he knows there's many more out here. The problem is getting to them. Eddie says the cemetery is not safe. On top of the overgrown brush, he says this is a prime spot for criminals.
There's been drug deals out here, and you don't want to run across things like that just because you're putting flowers out.
Just yesterday, a burial was held here. Eddie says people shouldn't be afraid to visit their loved ones. He wants to bring the cemetery back to the way it once was, when parade routes came through the cemetery, where families took photos visiting loved ones, the way it was intended.
They can be a historical person, but nobody's taken any responsibility in helping us keep it cleaned up to remember those people that, help make our city what it is.
Now, Eddie says the big thing right now is just getting the cemetery cleared out. They say what he needs is a chipper. There's a lot of debris, though, also on top of the wood that was left over from the April 27th tornado. So they would need a dumpster as well as a chipper to try to make a big dent in this. Also, on March 23rd, they are asking for volunteers to come out. That's going to be the next time that they clean up. And if you want to find out more information about what they're doing, they have a Facebook page under Fraternal Cemetery in Pratt City. You can find out all the information there to find out how you can help. In the newsroom, Christy Hutchings, Fox 6 News, on your side.
Christy, hope they get the help that they want out there.